Anti-government protests were witnessed today in Nairobi, CBD, with Gen Z engaging police in running battles.
Demonstration.
Protesters blame police of intimidation, citing that peaceful demonstrations and picketing are allowed by law.
Are peaceful, we are just assembling, and we have a right to assemble, to picket, and to present our petitions to the president and to the authorities, be it to the governor, be it to the MP, be it to the president. So we have a right, and we are exercising our right under Article 37, read in conjunction with Article 1 of the Constitution, that gives us a right to represent ourselves directly as the people. And we are representing ourselves by putting our voice out here. Why do we have to be met with force? Why do we have to be met with violence? We have seen protests in other countries, should I say more civilized countries, that are not met with this force. We've seen protests in the UK, we've seen protests in France, we've seen protests in the American nation, even the protests for Black Lives Matter, the protests against racism, they were never met with this force.
Gen Z swore to proceed with the protests despite police warning that lawbreakers will be met with full force.
It's very simple. We have elucidated very plainly what our demands have been. That we want to live in a country that gives us land. We want to live in a country where it gives us education. We want to live in a country where children will not die from natal diseases. Tomorrow is it's a forward march in our annals of history. Forward, comrades, forward. Forward. What we will be doing, and I will want to zero in and issue a very stern directive to the state organ that is the police force, that not a police service. If we see unidentified men in civilian clothing riding in government vehicles that have obfuscated policies, we shall treat them as robbers. We shall treat them as thieves. We shall treat them as colonizers.
On matters Nane, we are just talking about the normal general security. That one we will call for another day, a press, but the fact that you've mentioned it is that everybody, every Kenyan, as per the law, has liberty to demonstrate, picket, and assemble as per the law. And that one, each and everyone is very much aware. And where the privilege of the rights of one ends is where the other starts. We are all Kenyans, and we have to live by the rule of law. This is a Kenya governed by democracy and governance by the Constitution.
So far, several have been arrested over the demos. The CES nominees have today been sworn into office by President William Ruto at State House, Nairobi.
Aden Duale, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will well and truly serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Cabinet Secretary, that I undertake to hold my office as Cabinet Secretary with honor and dignity, that I will be a true and faithful counselor to the President for the good management of the public affairs of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will not divulge directly or indirectly such matters as shall come to my
Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will well and truly serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Cabinet Secretary, that I undertake to hold my office as Cabinet Secretary with honor and dignity, that I will be a true and faithful counselor.
This is after 19 of the nominees were approved by Parliament after vetting.
Cool. Honorable Speaker, on a light note, many people out there, including members of Parliament, believed that there are some of the nominees who had not attained the requisite academic qualifications, and I want to confirm to this House that indeed all the nominees from the curriculum vitae and engagement with the committee indicated that they had the requisite qualifications, and also noting, Honorable Speaker, that our laws do not stipulate any particular academic qualifications. But even those that Kenyans had a very interesting engagement on, like the Honorable Ali Hassan Joho, he was able to, in a very good manner, exhibit to the country how he was inspired by Professor Ali Mazrui to pursue education, having not performed well at KCSE or at high school level. And indeed, Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to commend not just Professor Ali Mazrui, but the later day Mazrui in Ali Hassan Joho, who has now also become a great inspiration to many Kenyans, Honorable Speaker. It is not every other Kenyan who sits examinations at KCSE level or at O levels and qualifies to join an institution of higher learning. But right from the example we were given of Professor Ali Mazrui to the Ali Hassan Joho of today, he's exhibited to our young people that many of our own constituents, Honorable Speaker, a good proportion and a good percentage of our own constituents sit KCSE and do not qualify to join university. That does not mark the end of your life. That not qualifying to join university at Form 4 should not mark an end to your pursuit to better yourself and for academic excellence.
The vetting has attracted criticism from citizens and politicians.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I rise to support the statement made by the Finance Committee, read by Dr. Boni Halwale. Speaker, I really want to appreciate the committee for putting in place a very credible process of trying to vet this nominee to SRC. Mr. Speaker, it would do us, we would be wise, Speaker, to follow the example of the Finance Committee led by Ali Roba, and perhaps take some of the examples that they have given us today as a nation. Even in the recent vetting voices that we've seen on the weekend, Chair, with cabinet secretaries being vetted, I wish that some of these principles, some of these steps that the Finance Committee took would have been taken as well. Mr. Speaker, Abdi O actually said that this is not a cabinet, it's a closet. And the reason is because of things that were not duly followed, procedures that were not duly followed in the minds of Kenyans. Listening to several Kenyans, Speaker, the overwhelming view of the public is that it was a political pawn game that served only to confirm the fidelity of politicians to their friends and not to the act of building a stronger nation. Mr. Speaker, they said it was a sham. They said it was a mockery, with Parliament having abdicated its duty of challenging the genuineness of this process, unlike what the Finance Committee have shown us today. A cosmetic exercise with a shallow questioning, they said, with the chairperson even throwing bail at the nominees on numerous occasions, and even answering on their behalf at times directly or with anecdotes of times gone by. I didn't hear from the report from Boni Halwale that our finance committee chair did the same thing, because he understands the process of the importance of following a process duly. This seems to be another exercise in household chores, where laundry was being done to try and remove stains so that they wash, rinse, and repeat in the cabinet.
A speeding vehicle hit Bada Boda rider in Ruru along Thika Road. The vehicle was later set on fire by angry mob.
This is a car burning. Oh my God. Good Lord. Oh, what's that? What the hell? Oh, shit.
Chaos erupted at the Meru County Assembly after embattled Governor Kawira Mwangaza's supporters clash with those pushing for her 5th impeachment motion. The mover of the motion, Honorable Zipporah Kinya, insisted that the governor must vacate for the county to move forward.
A public service to get working and people of Meru get services, Kawira must. For the Gen Z of this county to get employment, Kawira Mwangaza must. For people of Meru to get tangible and sustainable development, Kawira Mwangaza must. For respect for the rural vow to prevail in this county, Kawira Mwangaza must. For extrajudicial killings to end in this county, Kawira Mwangaza must. For Ngunism, Uriganism, acts of arsonists, banditry to end in Meru County, Kawira Mwangaza must. For forgery, impersonation, and end of ghost workers in Meru County, Kawira must. I want to condemn the attack, the arsonist attack that was meted in this assembly last night. It is only a weak Rinda. It is only a weak Rinda who would send goons to come and touch the other arm of the government. I believe I condemn it with my everything, with my whole, and promise that this house is equal to the task.
On the Paris Olympics, the women's 3,000-meter steeplechase gold medalist, Winfred Yavi, explains her decision to run for Bahrain instead of Kenya.
To go to the trials, to Kenya team trials, and I didn't qualify, so I just got this like the first priority. So getting Bahrain, it was my first priority, but I was ready to represent my country. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't qualify, meaning that you are not, maybe your skills hazikuwa zimefika zenye walikuwa nataka, ama the competition was stiff.
The competition was stiff. Yeah. And you know, in Kenya we have a lot of athletes. Na pia kupata ile chance, at least uingie Kenya team, like you can get into the Kenya team, sindio, lakini unapata wana select like 2. If you're number 3, number 4, you're going to miss. So mimi nilikuwa ready kabisa, but nilikuwa na miss. I remember nili-miss. I was to do the youth. That was in 2016. I was number 3. And they were selecting only 2 to represent the country. But pia mimi nika miss. na nilikuwa nimefanya kazi mingi, nimetrain, nimework hard. So hivyo ndio nilikuja nikapata hiyo chance na nikaenda. So it came like a first priority.
Maybe unaweza tuambia how was it like when you are training so hard but unatano unakuwa number 3, you are not getting any opportunity hapa. How are you feeling and what kept you going?
So I used to see my teammates wakiwa wana progress vizuri. Pia mimi nikasema pia mimi nataka ku work hard, kufanya kama vile wao wanafanya, ndo pia mimi nikuwe on top kama wao. So kitu yenye ilinisaidia sana ni ku work hard secretly. Pia ndo nikakuja nikaona nikiperform vizuri. Hadi sasa nikapata hii trophy na nikakuwa world champion. Yeah.
I'd like to understand hii chance ya kukua, yani ya kwenda ku represent Bahrain. How did you get it? Unajua I know it wasn't easy as well.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. So niliconnectiwa tu na one of us here, watu tu wenye wana work na sports, na pia wazazi wakakubali and coach pia alinipeleka hapo. Yeah.
Okay, we understand you also changed your nationality. You just don't represent them, but you are a citizen of Bahrain. How was it to come up to that decision? Wazazi wako walichukulia aje, and how often are you there compared to here at home?
So, first of all, it brought a lot of negativity, you know. Sasa nilikuwa na shida mingi, naambiwa don't do this, utajuaje, how 100% sure are you utaenda kukimbia vizuri. Sasa mimi nilikuwa complicated. Kila mtu alikuwa anakuja na different things, ananiambia usiende huko, utaumia, utafanya nini. Alafu pia wazazi walikuja, tukaongea, tukakaa chini na coach and everybody, so we came with one decision and then wakakubali. Wakasema it's okay. Yeah,
the negativity was coming from friends ama ni watu ambao walikuwa nakujua maybe online ama ilikuwa inakuja from up?
All right, the negativity was coming from my close friends, au wenye tu wananijua, wenye pia walikuwa wameenda huko, wananiambia, Yavi, are you sure you are going to run like us, like utakimbia alafu ndio at least hata pia wewe uone umefika hapo. So me by that time sikuwa strong, nilikuwa tu ninaanza ku catch up na mazoezi, sikuwa nimefika hiyo ligi ya kuwa professional. Sasa hiyo ndio ilikuwa hiyo negativity ilikuja hivyo. So but